something we didn't talk about on the podcast that was interesting. Did you guys hear all this Nintendo stuff?
No.
But the past couple of years we've done a video for Nintendo for E3 or whatever.
I know they're skipping E3 this year.
I don't know that they're skipping it, but they basically came out and said, "Oh, well, let me just say, I don't think we're doing a video for them this year. I haven't heard anything. I mean, I guess that could change. I don't know anything." It sounded like they're really kind of casting it all off except Zelda. They said what we're focusing on E3 this year is purely Zelda, and they said, they just wrote on Twitter the other day, Zelda will be out next year. It will not be out this year. It will be out in March 2017 on both Wii U and our next system, the NX, which we're not going to talk about at E3.
What?
They are not going to, that surprised me. I thought that was a shoo-in.
Yeah,
I thought this would be the first time we would see it.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. Okay. They're going to have a new console coming out within
next year.
What the fuck?
The fuck?
Reggie. No, that's what's going to happen.
And they're not even going to show it at E3?
What the
That's a crazy thing to do.
Well, what I think, though, it's interesting because they have really gotten it down in terms of doing their own events throughout the year. Like, their Nintendo Directs are so...
they don't need E3.
Yeah, they kind of don't. Like, in the middle of February, they'll drop a ton of bombs on stuff. And it's like, oh, wow.
October, November.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a Nintendo Direct in 2 days. Everybody tunes in.
Yeah.
They drop the fucking bomb. We're all done. They don't need E3.
And they don't compete with anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly.
That's true.
But why I am still surprised, though, no E3 is just it's a chance for 1 million people to play it and talk about it. And I just think back, to all these other things like, the biggest one was the Wii. Mm-hmm. When they debuted that and then, all right, come play it at this thing. And it was like, whoa, we're going to play that? And the people who came out of it were like, yeah, man, I was pointing this thing and it was responding. It seemed like that was a lot of good word of mouth. I mean, and to a degree with the 3DS too, it was like, can 3D without glasses work? And people saw it. It was like, wow, it came off the screen. It was working, And so, I don't know what to think about that. I thought the same thing. I was like, they're not letting a bunch of people kind of see it. Man, but I don't know.
What is going to be at E3 this year, though? I feel like...
Yeah, there are a lot of companies that
this is kind of...
Well, even
probably
PAX
the last
East,
one. Is this the last one?
PAX East was a different type of show floor this year.
Yeah.
There were so many stages for live streaming and pro video game esports competitions, audience sections for these stages.
Huge part of the show floor.
Dominated half of the show floor. The kind of console gaming and kind of AAA titles are kind of going away. It seems like there's this focus on esports, live streaming. I don't know.
I think
E3
there
could be
is,
drastically
and
different.
honestly, apps and like everything in between is kind of going on by the wayside. Like it's either really big MMO, like huge community type esports. It's anything with a huge community that's it's easy to get into and kind of like single player narrative, all the video games that we've come to love, AAA title. They're harder to make. They take longer to be produced, and the well is running a little bit dry as far as ideas.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of it's
we're
weird.
in a shift now.
We're in a shift, you guys.
So that's why I'm honestly just really curious to see what NX brings or what is so different about it. Whatever. That Zelda game is going to be huge. I mean,
it's Zelda.
Where single player is really most, what people are claiming for the most now is open world and things like that. And for Zelda to go that route is going to be insane. But it just, what's crazy, bringing it back completely to just Nintendo is, okay, so that's coming out in March and whatever. Okay, fine. But man, what's going on? What's Nintendo doing this year?
With the Wii U.
Like 2015 was kind of a tepid year, a little bit. They had a couple cool things, but 2016 was hopefully going to be the turnaround of all that. And now it's kind of like, what's
were they banking on Star Fox? Because that game, after playing it for a couple hours, I can say that's not something you bank your whole year on.
No. And I don't think they are. But
what else?
I just picked up Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very Little Big Planet-esque. But yeah, there's some Nintendo first-party games on that system that I still play, like Mario Kart, Splatoon. Play the shit out of Splatoon still, and that's getting support constantly. But there's not a lot of new stuff on the horizon that I see for that Wii U.
Yeah. I think they're done. I mean, and that's what's so crazy, that the new console won't be out by Christmas, because it was already winding down last year. But it was like, well, okay, they're planning to have the NX thing out in 2016, so that makes sense. But now it's not even this year. It's pretty crazy.
What, do you know for sure? What, Eric?
Is there a Pokemon game? Fighting Pokemon game?
Pokken? Did that come out?
That came out.
Oh shit, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I retract my statement.
Did they say for sure that the NX is not coming out this year, like in November?
Yeah, it comes out in March.
That the system also comes out in March. I see.
Yep.
Weird that there's no Zelda. I mean, Zelda will come out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
But it's technically like Zelda skipped a console generation.
Yeah,
They
well,
did that
that's
with
what,
oh, go ahead.
well, no, they were saying this is the only console that's ever not gotten a dedicated Zelda. Because even they did this thing with Twilight Princess,
Right,
Yeah.
but even GameCube had Wind Waker.
Yep.
Right. This is the
Beforehand.
first time that's ever happened.
Weird.
And it's just another thing where it's like, man, it's weird they didn't have that ready, or I don't know how they operate, so it's impossible for me to say, but it's just crazy, because I remember when the Wii U was about to come out, there were people kind of talking shit on it, and my brother tweeted out, he's like, the second you see HD Zelda, a new HD Zelda, you're all gonna shut up and you're gonna buy Wii U.
Into the life cycle.
And here we are in 2016. That still hasn't happened. It's just crazy.
Yeah, after all said and done, now the Wii U is not a great console. I feel like it was a cool idea, and I just never got something that executed it to its full potential. The coolest thing they ever had on it, the most fun I ever had using the gamepad, was the first thing in the Nintendo Land with looking for Mario in that little mini game.
There was never like a Pokemon Snap.
Which
Yeah,
is a
that
misstep.
blows my
That was a
mind.
mistake.
That makes no fucking sense.
Like these are like we're throwing out softballs, man. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like you don't have to take all these ideas and you skip what you want. Like, doesn't it just seem built for something like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's hard to say. I wouldn't even necessarily write off the Wii U. It's funny because I have a big stack of games that I really loved on it, but it's like the things that I really love about Nintendo didn't evolve on it. Like I have all these obscure fun games. I loved Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2 and all these, little things. Little things were great on it. Even Mario Kart. Mario Kart's not like my most sought after thing, but
Sure.
they did it amazingly.
Yeah, they even had Baby Park in there.
On Wii U. Yeah, there's lots of little things I loved on it, but like, man, we never got Mario's kind of next step.
Yeah, I felt like the Mario game they released for it was not a successor to Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
It was just another new Super Mario world that's kind of, it's like another genre of Mario.
Yeah. I don't even care about third-party support. Honestly, like, I buy a Nintendo machine to get Nintendo stuff, but I still just things like Splatoon were really, like, I really enjoyed Splatoon. But again, I found that I enjoyed this like I did, in the way that I enjoyed a lot of that stuff on the Dreamcast. It's kind of obscure Japanese stuff I really liked, but the main entree was kind of disappointing.
9 did nothing wrong, whatever. In the chat says, Nintendo's arrogance has been their downfall. They truly believe they can sell consoles without third-party support, which is a sentence I've been hearing since the fucking GameCube.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I just don't care
disagree.
about that. I don't care about that.
I don't believe that sentiment
No.
anymore.
Nintendo own shit is enough for their own whatever.
Right.
Though I will say, I think if anything, the Wii U taught them, they put out Splatoon and it was like the biggest thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
Make more new IP on your own, because anything Nintendo makes themselves seems to be gold.
Yeah.
And they're not making. They could make more. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just curious what will happen with them the rest of the year.
Huh. Well, we will see.
We will see.
Into that Gearbox stuff?